Curious about the DCPS enrollment process and the MySchoolDC Lottery? Well, welcome to Parent University On Demand. My name is Demelissa, and I'm here to bring you information on how to partner with your child's school to support their academic growth at home. Today, we will hear from Lauren Brooks, our Strategic Enrollment Initiatives Specialist at DCPS.
Hello, everyone, and so happy to be here with you all. We are now going to transition over to the enrollment side of things. My name is Lauren Brooks, and I am the DCPS Lottery Specialist, here to talk to you about everything from feeder rights to applying in the My School DC Lottery to finding your students in Boundary School for school year 23-24. So just a little bit about our schools. DC Public Schools is the local public school system of Washington, D.C., free to all D.C. residents. Every K through 12 student who lives in the District of Columbia has at least one right to attend school for every grade band. That's elementary, middle, and high school. A right to attend school. That is a DCPS school where students can enroll in grades K through 12 and do not have to go through the lottery to attend those schools. There are two types of right to attend schools for DCPS students: in boundary schools and feeder pattern schools. Students also have the right to re-enroll in their current school for the upcoming school year. If a family wants to attend a DCPS school outside of their in boundary school, they must apply via the My School DC Lottery. So, what is your in boundary school? We're going to take a quick pivot over to find your in boundary school just to see how easy this system is to navigate through. But basically, it is using your home address to find your current in boundary, basically meaning your geographic elementary, middle, and high school in the District of Columbia. So, let's take a quick moment to go over to this site. So this is the site that is found within the DCPS enrollment website. I, just for the sake of practicing, am going to use our central office location to see if a family lived at 1200 First Street Northeast, what would be their in boundary schools. As a reminder, we have schools listed for the current school year and the upcoming school year. Since this presentation is focusing on the upcoming school year, we're going to take a look at 23-24. As a note, for most addresses in the district, we won't have many changes, very few changes for the upcoming school year. But again, always good to just make sure you're looking for the correct school year. So anyone residing at 1200 First Street Northeast would have an elementary school of Walker Jones Education Campus, as well as for middle school, the same school, because Walker Jones is an education campus, which means that they serve students in at least two grade bands. And then for high school, we have Dunbar High School as the geographic high school for families living at this address. Each school, we list their address along with the phone number if you have more questions. And if you wanted to view it in a map to see where it is in comparison to where you live, maybe compare it to work or a daycare or another, address that is familiar, you can check that out here as well. So I'm going to head back to our presentation. But thank you for taking that quick little journey with me to find your in boundary school. Now, we talked a little bit about feeder pattern schools. Again, students have right to attend schools based on being in boundary or based on their feeder pattern. So a feeder pattern school is a school that the student has the right to based on the completion of a terminal grade in their current school, meaning you've completed fifth grade at one school and you're not going to transition to sixth grade at their feeder middle school, whatever feeder school that elementary school then transitions to next for their sixth grade students, incoming sixth graders. This assignment only happens during the times when the student moves again from elementary to middle school or middle school to high school, or from an education campus, again, that is a school that serves two grade bands, so either elementary and middle, as in the case that we saw with Walker Jones Education Campus, or we have some education campuses that serve middle and high school. Example would be Cardozo Education Campus. They serve grades 6 through 12. There are two types of feeder patterns within DCPS. We talked about geographic. And then we're going to talk about programmatic in a while. We're going to give a little more details on what both of those may be, even though we a little bit alluded to what geographic, that's your geographic location. But let's learn a little bit about that, and then as well as programmatic feeder patterns. So now we're going to take a look at types of DCPS feeder patterns. Again, we shared that there were two types, geographic feeder pattern and programmatic feeder pattern. So with the geographic feeder pattern, it is grouped by school boundary and proximity. Once a student receives a lottery match or a waitlist offer to an out-of-boundary school, they have the right through the entire feeder pattern. Rights do not extend to students who enroll as in-boundary students and then move out of the boundary or out of the boundary school, or out of boundary students who withdraw. Programmatic feeder patterns are organized by specialized program or study. These include dual language, Montessori, and STEM programs. This provides the right for a student enrolled in a specialized school or program to enroll in the next school within the specialized course of study as a transition to middle school and high school. So, for instance, if a student is enrolled in a dual language elementary school, they have the right to follow that programmatic feeder to the next school for middle school that serves their same needs for that dual language program so they can continue with their studies as they did in elementary, and they can also follow that pattern to high school as well to complete their educational journey within DCPS. So we talked a little about out-of-boundary schools, but what is an out-of-boundary school? An out-of-boundary school is a school is any school actually other than the student's in-boundary school. As we shared previously, every student has at least one in-boundary elementary, middle, and high school, which means that any other DCPS school they would be interested in would be an out-of-boundary school for that student. Students do not have automatic rights to attend out-of-boundary schools. Students are only allowed to enroll into an out-of-boundary school and gain access to their feeder pattern after receiving a match or a waitlist offer via the MySchoolDC Lottery. So, the MySchoolDC Lottery, when do I use it for my students? That is a common question that we get from many families. So, families interested in enrolling in any school other than their current in boundary or feeder school are required to apply via the MySchoolDC Lottery. We have the link provided here for everyone. We're not going to share this at the moment because it's not updated for the 23-24 lottery, but we will get into dates. We will share, well, actually, at the bottom of the screen right here, where we share that the lottery will open on Monday, December 12th, 2022. So you will be able to to go onto the MySchoolDC website, and you will be able to either log into your account if you have a previous account from a previous year, or create a new account if you are newly looking for schools for your students. If you need assistance with, logging in, if you don't recall your old password, what email address you may have used, the MySchoolDC team is always happy to assist. So basically, when you are thinking about if you need a lottery application, it's good to think of the following. A lottery application is required to attend a preschool or pre-kindergarten class school grade for any DCPS school not currently attended. Attend K through 12 at an out-of-boundary school not currently attended. Attend a DCPS citywide school not currently attended, and attend a DCPS selective high school or program not currently attended. A lottery application is not required to enroll in grades K through 12 at an in-boundary or feeder DCPS school. Re-enroll at a current school, or to re-enroll at your current school or feeder DCPS school. And again, as shared before, the 23-24 MySchoolDC Lottery will open on Monday, December 12th, 2022. Check out all DCPS school options prior to that on Saturday, December 10th, 2022 for the annual MySchoolDC EdFest. Register here. The link is provided. EdFest will be virtual this year, but the MySchoolDC team is going to be sharing some great updates for the future of EdFest in the next couple of months. So we look forward to that and being able to support them as they share that with the district at large. Okay, so let's look at some key resources so you all will be able to learn more about DCPS options for your students. We are so excited that we are, continuously building our enrollment website to just provide so much information to families as you are, preparing to make a big decision, which is choosing your student's next school. Again, the Find Your and Boundary School is available via the DCPS enrollment page, as well as these other great links, DCPS feeder pattern booklet, DCPS high school booklet, which gives information on all of our high schools. And similarly, the middle school booklet, which provides information on all of our middle schools. Attend the open house. If you are looking to attend an open house to learn about schools for 23, 24, we have all of our open house dates linked there. This is a constantly being document that's always updated. So if you are not seeing a date for a school that you are interested in, please check back or feel free to reach out to us and we can provide any information you may need or connect you with the school that you are interested in. DCPS school profiles also provides just general information on schools that you may be interested in. So feel free to check that out, as well as the MySchoolDC School Finder. All of our schools that participate in the MySchoolDC Lottery can also be found there as well. Lastly, the DCPS Enrollment and Lottery Handbook. We look forward to updating this site with the 23-24 handbook in the coming weeks. So please be on the lookout for that. All of these links can be found in the description box below. So again, they are linked here and you can also find them in the description box. So now we just want to share a few tips and strategies to learn more about your school community. We always want to, encourage families to get involved and to learn about the schools that their students are interested in or are looking to attend. So you can always visit the school's website and familiarize yourself with their programs and offerings. You can follow them on social media platforms. That way you can be in the know of all of the upcoming events, important news, updates, what have you. Attend a PTA or PTO meeting. That's always a good way to get to know, your students, teachers, the school leaders, and just everyone else that plays a vital part in your students' educational journey while they are in our schools. Attend a school community event. If they're hosting something for the community, definitely, find out more about it and come out if you have, the time and the schedule to do so. And lastly, you can talk to other families about their school experience. It's nothing I feel just better than learning about the school than from the families that have students in the school currently, because they know best and they're able to provide a lens that maybe those of us looking from the school side of things would not be able to provide, but definitely still helpful context that I'm sure will help you as you are engaging and trying to find the best fit for your student. So we talked about key dates earlier. We mentioned EdFest, and then we also mentioned the date that the My School DC Lottery opens. I want to note that this page, also which will be linked in the description box, will take you to key dates for the current year as it relates to recruitment for the upcoming school year. So again, the My School DC Lottery opens on Monday, December 10th. I'm sorry, December 12th, following EdFest on December 10th. And for our families that are looking to enroll into a high school and they are applying to high schools for the lottery, the deadline to submit your high school application for grades 9 through 12 is Wednesday, February 1, 11:59 p.m. That is a hard deadline. If you are looking to apply to a school for grades pre-K 3 through 8, that deadline will follow 1 month later, which is Wednesday, March 1. Again, 11:59 p.m. is a hard deadline. Lottery results for the entire district will be released on Friday, March 31st. And also, that is the date that enrollment season will begin for school year 23-24. So we are excited that we will have lottery results and you can start enrolling right away. So make sure you get your enrollment packet in if you get a match on that day, because Monday, May 1 is going to be the lottery match enrollment deadline. So that is the date at which if your student gets a match on Friday, March 31, in order to secure that seat, you have to have your enrollment packet and all supporting documents in by Monday, May 1. These are very important dates. I'm actually going to go here really quick You don't have to memorize them, you don't have to jot them down because they are all available to you here. And in addition, we look forward to sharing when Enrollment Saturday will be, so please be on the lookout for that. And that brings me to the conclusion of our presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at enroll.k12.dc.gov. Our team is excited to answer any questions you may have about enrollment and or the MySchoolDC Lottery process. Or if you don't want to email us, that's fine because the family engagement team is going to be hosting an amazing follow-up event to this presentation on December 6th at 6 p.m. All information in terms of registering and joining us for this event is found on the slide as well. So we look forward to seeing you, and we thank you again for taking the time to learn more about DCPS enrollment team and how we support families through the process of enrolling. And are very excited to see you on December 6th. Thank you so much, and have a great day.
Useful information. Thank you so much, Lauren. If you would like to ask your questions live and get your answers right away, join us on December 6th, like Lauren mentioned. You can register for that session or access it directly on the links that you see on the screen right now or on the links below this video. We look forward to seeing you there. So bring your questions and have a great day.